Alright. Let's get ready to rumble. Okay.
Is there supposed to be a, what's it called, initiative thing that pops up on the screen?
Yes, there is. I don't know if I can make it show up for everybody. Hang on. Refresh.
Okay.
Fucking.
Click it from your little drop-down menu thing.
Yeah. So on the left in like the white boxes and shit, the third from the bottom, the dice one, or no, sorry, the crossed over swords. That is the initiative tracker. You hover over it, you go over to initiative tracker, click it, and it should pop up.
Also, are we supposed to see everything's HP?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that is part of the design. Yeah. Even the enemies. It's a way of me avoiding having to say, yeah, they look rough.
Got it.
I know exactly. I have this special power.
Well, you don't know their max HP, so at least you shouldn't. Yeah, you don't. Let me adjust this real quick, and then we will hop into it.
Ivy, we have the same max HP.
Oh, yeah.
Gang.
That's funny for the fact that I'm very small and
I'm also very thin.
Okay, so last time you all hopped off of the Tentacles Embrace with warm goodbyes from the crew and Captain Smokeshell and continued to make your way towards the archive. On your way there, you came to this bridge here, and stood atop it, blocking your path, was Lady Zita, a Sappho knight who Nalius has a particular negative aptitude towards. She would not let you pass unless Nalius abandoned her quest, and Nalius did not do so, and so the fight began. It was a pretty solid fight going into it, and then she got a bullshit second stage power-up, and also this motherfucker fucking right here, this guy, showed up and seemed to be going after Kaiza's sword. That sexy motherfucker. And all the while, Grimm and Kaiza were blind for most of the time. Kaiza is still blind, unfortunately. Ivy smoked this person with just the most powerful of guiding bolts. And here we are now with Nalius being charged with red lightning. The storm begins to calm for a moment as Lady Zita turns. You can see that she is lightly out of breath, though her light still burns strong. She turns towards Nalius and points her greatsword. This duel has been interrupted, and as such, I don't see it fair to attempt to slay you all now. My quarrel is with you. If you would have it be, I would prefer to clash rather than to put the rest of your comrades at risk. What say you?
I feel like I would like to have my comrades safe and not a part of this. This duel is between us.
Perhaps there's some honor left in you still. She turns away and moves over here. Looking to you, Ivy, she says, if you wish to prepare your comrade, so be it. But again, my quarrel is not with you. And she hovers there, waiting. What do y'all do? We're slightly out of initiative at this point. The red lightning is still, like, there's still that smell of ozone, but it seems to have cinematically subsided for the moment.
Heals.
We'll get over there.
Well, so...
Unless you want to hang out with Lady Zita over here.
Yeah, I'm just... I don't remember. So there was some spells used from last time.
Oh, I didn't mark off your spell slots, did I?
Yeah, I'm not sure what I have left.
Okay. You have 2 remaining first level spell slots.
Okay.
According to your character sheet.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. You also still, all of you haven't used your vow spells yet, which use a separate resource from spell slots.
Mine aren't good in combat.
Wait, what was the resource that you talked about?
Your vow spells. They don't use spell slots. They use vow charges, basically.
Right.
I don't even remember what my vow spells were.
They are on your character sheet. Did I distinguish yours from the rest?
Mine are kind of just in a pile.
Yeah, hang on. I will make it obvious.
You don't want to blow these people up. Okay, where's the... Where's the measuring tool?
And there was one more, wasn't there?
There it is.
I think it was this. Nalius.
See my spells on this one.
So you're looking at your character sheet right now?
Correct.
In the very top left, there's a load in blue. Click that, and you can go to spell casting. You can also access it via either the selection window or just hovering over the stat block with your token selected and clicking it in the drop down.
Load spell casting, okay.
All
Doesn't seem to want to do anything, but you know, that's okay.
So Ivy will say, Nalius, you look pretty rough. Are you sure you want to fight this lady?
Kaiza, your blindness subsides.
Cool. The fight is over for now.
She's offering me a chance to heal you, which sounds like she may want to fight you still.
I don't think she's offering to heal me. I think she's offering to postpone the fight.
Until now, you have some time. Take it.
I can't seem to get the spell casting thing to work, but whatever.
I will...
Oh, there we go.
Hey,
I did it.
Was
Yay!
behind your character sheet window, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I want to offer my hand. You may want some healing if you're going to go up against her again.
Yes. Yes, I would.
Let's see. I think this is how I do it. Did that work?
I also need to get used to spell casting. So you did cast slot level. I'm testing this for myself as well. Click the highlighted text of like the 1d8 plus your spell casting modifier in the actual spell.
Okay, hang on. How do I see the chat window?
If
You'll
you
have to go to window.
yeah, go up to window in the top left next to like file and all that. And check mark chat.
Click cure wounds. So I click what? The 1d8 part?
Yes. All right. Nalius, you regain 5 plus you still have
A 1d8, right?
apple going. Yeah.
Really bad 1d8.
Mm-hmm.
So 6 HP.
Yes.
Do I have to roll the... Wait a second. So did I roll a 1?
You did.
On both of them? Oh my goodness.
Did you? Oh, that's rough.
Do I need to roll a thing for surge? Because that's a spell.
Yes, roll a d20.
Ugh. I didn't say anything. 1d20.
You're fine.
Okay. That didn't work very well. You still look pretty beat up there.
You also add your wisdom modifier again, actually, to the apple. So, Nalius, you regain an additional 4 hit points.
Okay. 4 hit points. There we go. 16. Not bad.
Kaiza,
Yes.
what are you doing here?
Sitting on the bridge, considering my life choices.
Oh, that's fair.
Mm-hmm. And Jess, are you back?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Can we see this shadow guy down here?
Yes.
Was he chilling?
The body
He's
is currently
unconscious.
slumped over on the ground.
I'm gonna go check him out.
Very well.
Make my way.
Okay.
Making my way.
Yeah, I'm definitely taking the
walking
route
fast.
that is.
Faces past, and I'm home.
Do I right click?
I actually want to heal.
Where did you
again, to be
go?
honest.
Wait, what?
All the way around.
I'm not gonna jump down. I
No,
took a bunch
yeah.
of damage last time.
Wait,
Oh,
what the
you
fuck?
went right off the map, though.
Yeah. What the fuck?
I
I
literally
can't see
can't
myself. Are
Grimm.
you kidding me?
Oh,
Right here.
weird. That was weird.
Hi.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, now I can see you.
Yeah, that was funky.
Wait, why did it disappear as soon as it was out of the red circle?
Oh,
I don't
vision.
know, I saw
That's
them.
why.
I can see everybody. I can see everything.
Yeah, that's
I
because
don't
you
know.
have dark vision.
I see.
Heyo.
Ah, got it.
For Ivy and Nalius, Grimm just kind of faded into the darkness briefly, where like his outline is just kind of meshed with the actual rocks itself, and as such is obscured from view.
That
Hmm.
makes me sound very cool.
You looked very badass.
Limping slightly from having accidentally jumped off a bridge.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just checking this guy out.
All right. What are you doing?
I don't know. Searching him, making sure he's dead.
Okay. We'll get back to you in a second. Ivy, Nalius, Kaiza, you're on the bridge still. Lady Zita waiting expectantly.
Yeah, no, I'm 100% attempting to heal again, because that didn't seem to do anything.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. Roll another d20.
She's like wincing as she does it. Squinty, oh no!
All right,
20.
you're good. You're good.
Okay.
That saves you from the next.
And you need a D8 as well. Hang on. There you go.
+4. So you regain 18 hit points once more.
Oh, that looks better. Now you seem like you actually might have stand a chance. Although I have nothing else for you if you do get injured. I apologize. I'm
Who
kind of.
has the potions that we had? I remember we had a couple potions, didn't
We
we?
did.
Did we?
Didn't we
I
buy
was
like one
pretty
or two?
certain we did.
You didn't
Oh, you
buy
were
any,
making one.
but
You were
Ivy
making
made one.
Ivy.
Yeah,
right.
Ivy made one.
It should be in your character sheet.
It is. Do you want to hold on to this, and I will offer the potion?
I think I probably should.
I mean, if you don't end up using it, it looks like Kaiza and Grimm are a little rough too. So
Maybe save it for one of them.
no, you hold on to it, but just
Enough.
emergencies.
Are you ready?
Yes.
I stuff it in a pocket as Nalius walks past.
And prepare yourself. Nalius, make an insight check before you move.
Oh. Oof. Let me go to character sheet.
Oh, right.
Insight.
I can request it of you. Hang on.
I did. It's all good.
Okay. It would be really cool if this clash happened on the bridge.
It would be pretty cool.
I mean, once we're done, I want to fly down to assist Grimm. Anyways. So.
Nalius, maybe you should
Dad.
back up for full anime effect.
Yeah, I tell Kaiser to get off the bridge.
Yeah, I'm outie.
Want to come join us down by this corpse?
Okay, Grimm,
Just
make
no,
chilling.
thanks though.
Chilling.
Grimm
He tried
make.
to take my stuff.
Now I'll
That's
do
fair.
it. Of Grimm, roll a perception check. Or does that? Oh, that's weird. Okay, that I don't like that. Did that pop up for everybody?
What?
Perception check?
Yes. Did like a little window pop up?
No.
No.
Oh, it must just pop up to the people that have ownership
Ooh.
of Grimm. Interesting.
You know what I do?
What's up?
I'm gonna use one of my oath spells to cast Bless.
Very well.
Can I cast that on myself, right?
Yes, you can.
Okay, let's see. How do I cast this thing? Clicked on it.
You click on it, there should be a window that pops up.
Yeah.
And then
Cast. Got it.
yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
All right. You cast Bless on yourself as you call back to all of the good times that you used to have with your dad and how that was robbed of you. You flare with a bit of light, more so than what you already have flowing around you.
Yeah.
And you have Bless. Bless is concentration, yes?
Let me
Should
pull
be.
it up again. Concentration up to 1 minute.
All right, cool. This orange diamond means that you are concentrating.
Got it.
All right. And so it begins. Now, this is a new circumstance, which is to say, this is not going to behave like a regular initiative. This is a clash. Clash is a mechanic that I am stealing and adapting from another GM streamer, Arcadum, and basically it works like this. You and Lady Zita are gonna make a contested attack roll against each other.
Got it.
Whoever rolls higher wins the clash, and the extremity of the success will determine the outcome for the other person. So, for example, if you are both going for death strikes, and say one of you somehow beats the other by like 20, just like by manner of one of you rolling a 1 and the other rolling a nat 20 or something, the other person will most likely die.
Got it.
Don't roll bad.
Yeah, don't roll bad. She
Fantastic.
readies herself, bracing on the ground. That's negative. Interesting. Sorry, one sec. That's why the fuck? Why is all of this happening? What is happening? Whatever, it's fine. Oh, that's only for me. Weird. And you also ready? Do you have your spear out or do you have your bow out?
I do have my spear out.
Very well. And so you two charge at each other. Make your attack roll.
Got it.
Plus 1d4 from Bless.
How long does Guiding Bolt last?
I believe it's a minute. So it probably
Okay.
would have faded from the corpse at this point.
Yeah.
You rolled a 17 plus your d4.
I believe that's plus the d4. Or do I roll a d4? Because it looks like it has a plus d4 already.
It looks like
In
it
the
has a
chat.
plus 4, which I believe is your attack modifier with the spear.
Got it. Okay. Let's see. Where is the dice? So I can roll a d4. There
It is
they
the
are.
dice and the, yeah.
Oh, perfect. Wonderful.
Okay. You roll an 18.
18. Yeah.
And now for Lady Zita. She rolls a 12.
Cool.
As you both rush at each other, Lady Zita going head first, the sword behind her going in for his full swing, you charge forward yourself with the spear, and with the extended reach, you stab in with a degree of 6. You bring her low. As you stab through her gut, she grips your spear, and we will clash again.
Okay.
As I fucking adjust her hit points. God.
Ready for the next clash?
Fuck, no, don't gain more.
Oh, she gains hit points from being stabbed with a spear? This is bullshit.
That's some kinky shit.
Oh god. The joys of seeing the NPC's health.
Wait, what the fuck? Hang on. No, this isn't right. What's going on here? Her health did go lower, but the bar is being weird.
That's okay.
Went the opposite way.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's okay. As long as her health is lower, I don't really.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
Did you
Yeah.
accidentally decrease her max?
No.
Maybe it was just delayed.
No, that was me manually doing it. That was weird, though.
Weird.
What happens if we do this? Okay, whatever. You've rolled for clash.
Okay. Attack.
There we
Ooh,
go.
Shit.
Not
And then plus a d4. Da, da, da.
Oh shit.
For 26. The best that she
Nice,
can hope
baby.
for right now is that she rolls a nat 20 and only gets a degree of 1.
Yeah.
And she loses by a degree of 5. She grips the spear staring into you. She goes to bring in the great sword just as a final attempt, and you slash up inside her and spear through her heart, your spear piercing out through the armor in the back as blood just begins to seep through the edges. And with her final gasp, she will just say, "Well fought."
Okay. She gets bigger.
She starts to pulsate.
Oh no, she has a third phase.
Explode.
No.
All boss fights come in threes.
First sunlight dies. And you remain.
I drop my spear and drop down onto my knees, just crying.
Ivy and Grimm, you have been inspecting this body. Both of you make medicine checks.
Yeah, I want to check his pulse.
Can I give Ivy advantage instead of me making one?
No, you were here first.
How do I? Okay. Roll.
All right.
What?
Did it go? Hello?
Hello.
I will do it again? Question mark.
I clicked the little blue number.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to. I think you have to click.
Oh,
on
you hit that.
thing.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I win.
Yeah.
Well, that's certainly a medicine check.
Noise.
I know when things are dead.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Grimm, as you're on the ground, you're feeling for a pulse for warmth. This body, is cold. Which doesn't make sense since it died only briefly. Only literally like a minute ago at most. But there is also no pulse. The shadow continues to wreath off of the body. Ivy, you come in, you feel pulse. That's a dead body.
I feel like we should, wonder if anybody has any radiant damage, because I don't really want this thing coming back.
Didn't you just do that?
Did I? But, like, maybe it wasn't enough.
Can I
Does
tell what
Lady
type of
Zita's
creature this is
sword
at all?
have radiant damage itself?
Do you grab her sword?
Yes.
Okay. You grab her sword, which is since clattered to the ground. And taking hold of it, you feel the cold steel in your fingers and make an Arcana check.
All right. Let's see here. Arcana.
Whatever magic this blade held, it held from the oath sworn by Lady Zita.
That's fair. That's kind of what I expected.
Yes.
But I figured I might as well check.
Okay.
And hang
I'd
on.
like to...
You know
Okay, go.
giant, right?
I do know giant.
Yes. You see runes inscribed in the fuller of the sword, in like the center groove of it. That details the swearing of her oath to uphold her duty, her vows, all that jazz. It would seem that her oath was sworn with this sword.
Oh, okay.
Grimm, you made a perception check on the body a bit ago. That was a 12. Picking at the body, trying to feel anything. You do feel beneath the shadows that there is like clothes and like flesh, like almost like a human body. And you also find that there is not a great deal of equipment, though you do find the weapon that this creature used. The fuck was it? Was it Kyoketsu Shoge? Was that what it was?
I think so.
Yes.
I'll take it.
All right. You take the long length of chain and blade on the end.
Mm.
Do I have that in my compendium yet? Let's find out. No, I do not. So I will give you the stats for that later.
No problem. My other
Right.
dagger's somewhere down here too. I'll find that.
Should we try and burn the corpse? I feel like this is a sketchy place to leave things unburied.
Mm. That's fair.
We
Give
eat
Nalius
it.
pats on back.
Oh, Tavares, did you hear my question if I had any way of knowing what was up with this creature?
I did not. How do you mean?
Like, if it's somebody possessed by something or like a fiend or
I
something
see.
like that.
Go ahead and make a... Make an Arcana check, sure.
No.
No. 11 ain't bad. Judging by the stature and general intelligence of this creature, if it were a fiend, it would have to be more powerful than it seemingly was.
Mhm.
And by the state of the shadows, you actually recognize it. The spell is Disguise Self.
This doesn't that. Oh, that's not concentration, is it?
Nope,
Or is it?
it is not.
This. So the shadows are an illusion.
Yes.
Oh, I lost view of everybody besides Kaiza.
Oh, that's why.
Dark vision issues.
Yes.
Because I can't see anybody but Grimm. Including
Turns
the
off light.
body next to me.
Blink
The
flonk.
shadow body's gone.
You don't have a torch, so sucks to suck.
I'm so concerned.
I'll just like look at Ivy and be like, these shadows aren't real.
Okay. So it's human?
Well, something of the sort.
Why would it shadow itself?
Well, I assume it didn't want to be recognized.
Can we remove the shadows?
I can't. Takes time.
I'll be back. I'm gonna fly up on the bridge and ask these two if they have any way of removing those shadows on the thing down there that seems to actually be using, what did you say, disguise? It's
Yes,
disguising
Disguise
itself?
Self.
No, I don't have anything, but can I have the pickaxe to make a grave?
Yes, yeah, I'll hand it over.
Cool.
Can I
Okay,
tell if the
we-
disguise is originated from an object?
With that Arcana check and your Perception check, no.
I start digging a grave.
Okay. You attempt to dig a grave. The
I have
landscape
the
here.
pickaxe.
Oh, you have the pickaxe. I see.
Yeah.
Yes, you begin to mine a grave.
Yes.
All right, are we good to go? That seemed pretty intense.
Hey, Nerl,
Yes, mistress.
you, please don't. Do you have any way of dispelling shadows around this creature here?
No.
That's unfortunate. Okay, thank you.
You know everything I can do.
Wait, I have access to his thingy?
Oh, yeah,
Their thingy?
let me fucking do that. Hang on.
I can't click on.
Yeah,
them
give me a
to get
second, give me a
anything.
second. Okay, there you go. You should be able to
Wait,
now.
they have dark vision?
They have
Stupid
true
hero.
sight.
I cannot get
Oh,
anything
they have
from
true
clicking-
sight. Oh, yes, that's a person. Wow.
Oh dear.
Oh, wow, there slides down the fucking wall. Oh. Oh, hello. Ooh. Looks over the body.
I do not like Nero.
Ooh. No, if you were seeing what I was seeing. Ooh. Ooh.
So can you describe what you're seeing?
Yes, one moment. As I
True
pull
sight
up
it up.
as I pull up the tokens so that I can describe it to you accurately. Oh, that's in a different folder, isn't it? Yes, it is. Well, there is a mask. Nero takes their claw and sort of pulls it down across the face where like that shadowy grimacing mouth is, still smiling, by the way. Eyes still appear to be open and shit. It's kind of unsettling. Looks to be an elf of some sort. Have sides of their hair shaved off, sort of like a little swoop over going on the top. Dark hair, sort of like palish skin. They have tattoos completely black on their arms. A lot of black, a lot of Neryl kind of like goes towards the chest and with the claw seems to open something and pulls out essentially a kunai. It's like a small jagged knife with a ring on the end, which is where Neryl is picking it up from. Very nice taste in weaponry, I must say. But yes, they very attractive.
You would like a dark, creepy creature.
Yeah, that was
I love Neural.
very unsettling. Thank you.
Do you know anything about this weapon,
Thank you.
Grimm? Because it means nothing to me. What did they call it?
Kunai.
The one that Neryl pulled out, or the one that Grimm has?
No, the one Nero pulled out. That's
It's
Neryl's
a
holding
kunai.
it,
It's
right?
like a throwing dagger, or it can just be used as a dagger. It's just of like a different style to like traditional European knives.
Well, I thank you. What's it made of?
It would be made of like steel or iron.
Yeah, I thank you for that, but I'm gonna let Grimm handle that.
Certainly. Kind of just cocks their head, just enraptured.
All right, I'm gonna
Is that all?
leave you to it.
I suppose that's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Climbs up the side.
Thank you, Nero.
Damn, Neural.
Oh, my pleasure.
Just climbs up the side. Fucking hell.
I'm gonna help. I have a crowbar.
What, are
I
you
think I
gonna
have a
pry
shovel,
open
too.
the rocks?
I think I have a shovel.
I mean, I can break them
No,
and you
I
can
have
move them.
Yeah, I'll just move rocks.
Yeah, okay.
Is someone able to carry this corpse? Because I'm definitely not able to carry this
Lady Zita's corpse?
Which one are we burying?
I was gonna bury Lady Zita.
Okay.
Yeah, that's who
yeah.
I was assuming we were gonna bury.
Oh. Well,
I mean, an honorable person deserves an honorable burial, so.
Yeah, that's who I wanted to bury, to be
okay.
honest.
So while they're doing that, can I find loose stones and carefully cover this one in like a cairn, like a
This
rough
one?
grave? Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Burn it.
You guys take the time, about like half an hour with your collaboration, to get a solid hole for Lady Zita. Is anyone keeping the sword, or are you burying her with it?
Could use it as
My intention is to mark her grave with the sword.
That sounds good.
Great minds.
Cool. With that, Nalius, you can just carry the body yourself. It's fine.
Okay, I'll do that.
It takes a minute, but like you get it going. And Ivy, you're spending the time with the stones. That gets done more quickly than the actual digging, so this body is covered up. Actually, I can hang on. What can I add on this? If anyone wants to say some words as you bury Lady Zita, by all means go for it. I will take care of down here.
I speak out the oath that is on her sword.
Very well. You speak out for blade and glory, for duty and honor, to service those that have come before and to those that will come after. Anyone else?
And I would have spoken that in giant.
Giant? Okay.
Cool.
Gobbledygook. Okay. All these tiny little rocks flitting back and forth. Here's a tiny rock, have another tiny rock, and another tiny rock.
Oh
I
god.
will make you crush.
Gorgeous.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
some
gosh,
pretty.
Grimm is having a spaz attack.
Do a couple of flips.
Cool.
And you forget how to do that, but you really don't care how to do it.
Fair. How do you flip the token?
Right click and
have to
flip is an
right-click it,
option.
yeah.
While they're finishing up the oath and burying, can I make sure that these wildebeests don't need water or anything?
Yeah, sure.
I want to offer them some water slash.
I
they're okay.
have yet to move over the stats for the survival wagon, so I am keeping track of that in roll 20 for now, but I should have it ready by next session. For the wildebeests, they're large creatures. You give them water, so your 151 gallons of water, we'll say, is reduced to 145 currently.
Hey, you are such lovely beasts. Here you go. Have a drink. Feel better. Make sure you're okay. She's muttering to herself and them.
Mm,
So cute.
mm.
Okay, and then we just
I'm on
bury
this. Hey.
Lady Zita with all of these stones that I dug up.
I have you selected. You're good. Sorry. What did
So
you
we
say?
bury Lady Zita with all of these stones that I dug up,
Yes.
and then we can go.
And so you go. With 2 bodies buried, 1 marked, 1 not. You set forth. Alright, I can also set you all to not snap to grid anymore. That's an option you can select as well. That's in the right click options, just so that like when we're out of combat you have a bit more free standing movement. All right. You continue onward. And now go over here.
You got this, Nero.
Clinging to the underside of the carriage.
Yeah.
Somehow driving it from underneath the seat.
Yeah, you know, the
Amazing.
fucking. They have the reins. What?
The reins are like looped down through, and they're just like underneath. I got this.
Yeah, totally fine. All good. All good.
Hanging off the side.
You guys
Nero's
are
everywhere.
driving north. Are you taking any stable breaks, or are you driving and shifting on the way? It will take more than 8 hours, so theoretically you could get a long rest in.
So what are breaks? What?
You can either stop with the cart, and that will delay some time, but it'll also make your travel itself a bit more comfortable and less potentially hazardous. Or you can go through resting in the cart and get to where you're going faster.
I think we should make stops. Personally.
Yeah.
We're of no use to anyone if we arrive tired and unprepared.
Or if we
Yeah.
get ambushed.
Yeah.
Very well. You all take a rest. Who does first watch?
Bang the side of the cart. Nero, we're gonna stop.
I will take first watch.
Nalius takes first watch.
Yeah.
Nalius, as you sit up, just kind of vibing, what do you do during your watch? Idle
Honestly, I don't-
activities. Oh, sorry, go.
I honestly don't do a whole lot. I just kind of keep watch.
All right. As you just kind of zone out for the time, eventually your watch comes to an end. Who do you wake up?
Ivy?
All right.
So
My watch is
I'm
over.
awake. I'm awake. Okay. Did anything happen on your watch?
No.
Okay. That's a relief.
And Ivy, you stay up and do your watch. Sorry, one second. Actually, let me get the music in here real quick.
Sleep well.
Mm-hmm.
Rest well.
Yes.
I actually don't know if anybody sleeps properly, but
Nalius, you set off into sleep.
Yes.
Roll a... What is this? Roll an intelligence saving throw.
Oof, okay.
Danger.
Character sheet. Oh. How do I access my character sheet? I can't access.
Oh, right. We need to have the fucking tokens over here. One sec.
Oh, I just pinned it.
There you go. Move those over to the side like before. Oh, none of you can see those, can you?
They just vanished.
Yeah.
I'm fine. I have my sheet.
Okay.
Same.
I should probably pin mine.
I would suggest it as well.
Okay. What was I doing for a check?
Intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence saving throw. Well, that's
Well.
certainly something.
It certainly is.
I'm guessing that's not a save.
Well, it's not a success if that's what you're asking.
No. I definitely think it's a success. Come on.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Oh God.
Good.
Just get my character sheet set up
So-
properly.
Okay. Nalius, you drift off into sleep with the fight still fresh in your mind. The anger, the subtle lack of satisfaction because it wasn't him.
Yes.
Not yet, anyways.
Yes.
You find yourself. Why isn't this working? You find yourself somewhere else.
For it to load. Almost there.
Yeah, it'll take a second.
Yeah. Take a hot minute.
Or a cold one.
Yes.
Cold one with the boys.
Okay, it's up.
Cool. You find yourself somewhere hot. The ground around you is almost molten, it seems, as the air itself seems to burn at your lungs. Around you, you see 5 large braziers, each burning a different color flame. One green, one purple, one blue, one red, and one white.
Okay.
As you not stand here in the traditional sense, as this is a dream and it's sort of in that wibbly wobbly state of consciousness and physical manifestation, you feel something big, something powerful in the hole.
Okay.
What do you do?
I take a look down the hole.
You peer down into the hole. As you peek over, you feel the flow of hot air itself jetting out of the hole, almost like an exhaust pipe in a modern sense. It blows back your hair and you feel sweat almost immediately begin to form on your face as the heat itself is just so extreme. As you peer out, you see a pair of golden eyes open and emerge. And you see the head of a red dragon.
Oh shit.
And it peers towards you. Well. It would seem that you have done a great service today. And you hear another voice from deeper in the pit go, "Yes, indeed," as another head pops out. The red head turns to the black head and asks, "What do you think we should do for her?" And another speaks out, Well, commitment is to be rewarded, of course, as a blue head pops out. And then two voices at the same time go, yes, as a white and a green emerge. Make a
Okay.
religion check.
All right.
Oh my
I got
goodness.
no.
With advantage. 8.
With advantage.
8 is
Nice.
good in my book. You stare into the
No
face of
clue.
Tiamat.
Okay. I speak out. What do you mean I've done a great service?
They almost all seem to say in unison. Actually, let me fucking... You burn so brightly, so strongly. You have granted us a great amount of power since that creature in the sky revealed itself. If you commit yourself to our ways and to our cause, you will feel more power than you have ever felt before. What you felt today was but a taste. Imagine what you could do with so much more.
Um,
You want to kill him, don't you?
I do.
He bears power far, far beyond anything else currently. I'm not even sure if you could do it, but if you agree, I think we can make an arrangement.
Okay. How can I service you?
The heads all seem to bow together for a moment, almost forming like almost like a shield wall, but with the top of their heads all leaning down together. And in your mind, you see the banner of the Sappho Knights on a battle run field. The banner itself is tattered and burning, and the vision seems to pan forward as you see bodies and bodies of torn and sundered Valkyries. And at the top of them all, a vaguely distinguished man with a spear in his back. Follow your heart.
Okay.
Follow your purpose.
I will do that.
The flames from all of these braziers flare up as the dragons all seem to curve back a bit. You may not like what comes next, as all 5 of them breathe their breath weapons upon you.
Okay. I would assume I can feel the pain.
You do.
Because, yeah.
And it is blistering and burning, and eventually it becomes so much that you feel yourself pass out in the dream, but wake up in your body. You are steaming, and you feel your forearms beneath your. Do you wear your armor at night? Probably not.
Probably not.
You feel your forearms tougher, scaly, reptilian.
I look down at them to see if that's actually the truth.
Indeed, it is. You see an intricate pattern of scales put about in black, red, white, blue, and green. It's beautiful,
Okay.
if not a bit concerning. You have +2 to your AC.
Okay, let me edit armor class. How do I do that? Let's see, 11 plus dex. So if I go to 13 plus dex, that should fix that. There we go. Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah. Ivy. Who do you wake for the next watch? Kaiza rises.
Is it noticeable that Nalius is smoking and looks different? Because sitting watching and that happens, uncomfortable.
As Kaiza. Actually, wait, we need to get to that first. My apologies. I'm a bit out of order right now. Kaiza.
Mm-hmm.
You are meditating. And
Mhm.
you go to you everyone can see the map okay?
Mine's
Not
loaded.
yet.
Yes, okay. That's fine, give it a second.
It's only 21 and it's almost done, so.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Mine always gets stuck at 20 out of 21.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same.
it's always
Just sit there for a
the
little
last
bit.
one.
The bar is alive.
It's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
Everyone let me know when you're loaded.
Okay, I'm loaded.
There we go.
Bing.
Okay.
Just go ahead, it's fine.
Okay. Kaiza, a couple hours ago, you sat to and to meditate in your trance. You rise as you always do in your little stone. How would you describe it? It's not really like a hut. What's the word I'm looking for? Your temple. Yes. And as you rise, you find that the light in here is different. Where normally it would be slightly golden and warm, it's just white, dark, and cold. And peering up, you see this crystal hovering over your central pedestal. And it seems to be giving off this black and white light.
Mm. Can I do a check on it?
Sure, what do you want to do?
Arcana check?
Go for it.
Let me just figure out. There.
Ooh. Your trance, much like the dreams of humans and other non-elves, acts as a method of reflection and processing of the day's events, as well as the recent happenings in life. This black crystal you can feel is connected to your newly gained power of the black light.
Oh God, lost it.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
there we go.
You
dropped
cut
a
out.
black crystal.
Oh,
by the way.
damn. Okay, what was the last thing? Sorry.
Crystal. Something crystal.
Yeah.
Black crystal.
Yeah.
I said black crystal a couple times. I need more context.
And
The
the
very first
server
time.
disconnected.
Gotcha. Okay.
Mine didn't.
Yeah,
Mine did. One moment.
So it was
Rip.
it was the very first time, and also I don't see anything on the map other than the actual map. Is that intentional?
Oh, you guys should. I'll just let everyone see it. Just don't mess with Kaiza.
That's fair.
I have to load back in. It disconnected me.
Okay, you're good.
Technical difficulties.
Indeed. What I'd said was the black crystal itself seems to bear a connection to your newly obtained black light ability.
That makes sense.
What further implications that may hold, uncertain.
Ugh. Connect.
While she's connecting, how do you spell the dragon's name?
Tiamat, Tiamat.
Ugh.
She's the
Wonderful.
goddess of dragons, wealth, greed, and vengeance.
Would I know that?
Yes.
Okay.
Even with an 8, it's Tiamat is one of the more known gods in the modern age.
Ugh.
Like top 4 known gods is like Pelor, Tiamat, Bahamut, Raven Queen.
There we go. Okay.
All right.
I'm back.
Yeah. What do you do?
Okay. So since I know it's a part of the ability that I've recently gotten, I'm not going to try and get rid of it. So I'm gonna walk out
Very well.
and see this sword hilt on the ground.
Yes. You see the hilt of a black sword stabbed into the ground.
Oof. I take it out of the ground.
Very well. Oh, hang on. Let me just make it so that you can manipulate all of these.
That'd be
Oh.
nice. No pressure though.
I'm only going to be able to do it one at a time, huh? Yeah. That's obnoxious.
Yay.
Yeah. You should be able to manipulate that one.
Okay. Then I can delete it or kill it. Does it? Oh, there we go.
Did you delete it?
Nope. Should I delete it?
No, actually. Not in this case. You pull out the sword and you find that the blade itself is mostly broken. It was only stabbed in maybe like 2 inches into the actual dirt itself.
Okay.
But as you sit on, not like physically sit on, but as you like ponder on the sword and kind of take in the surroundings, you see over here are more black crystals here as well, and another sword hilt.
Okay, then I gather them up.
All right. Fucking bunch of small tokens, have to give permissions for all of them.
Okay.
What does Kaiza think is going on with all this shit? Walk us through the mental process.
That some of, I mean, probably that this is occurring because of the lackluster performance that they were able to perform. So they're going to clean it up and set it right, and hopefully they'll feel better.
Okay. Go ahead and make a deception check and an insight check at the same time.
I have to repin everything. One moment, please. Deception. And what was the other one?
Insight.
Insight.
Wow. Very well, carry on.
Thank you.
You've done lied to yourself.
Okie doke, so I've gathered them all up.
All right. What will you do with them?
I will bring them over here. Let's see. Okay. Got.
That is a wall. That's
yes.
enough. Like, this is roofed, I would think.
I can't see things very well otherwise, so okay. Well, then I'll put it inside. Okay. Crystal, crystal, crystal. Sword, sword. Okay. I'm gonna see what happens when I put the crystal shards in with the crystal cluster.
Very well.
Doink.
You lay the crystals up towards the bigger central crystal, and as you do, they almost seem to float around it, slightly circling, sort of in like an idle animation kind of sense.
Cool. Okay, I do that for the rest of them.
And it's formed into not quite Saturn's rings, but a bit more chaotic and happenstance, kind of like an atom of like different cycling paths, never colliding with each other, just ever circling, and they themselves add to the black light that is formed from the center crystal. And you peer down towards all of these sword hills that you pulled out. The fighting today that you didn't want to be a part of, and maybe that's why
Karma.
everything went the way it did, of just, I don't want to fight, I don't want to contribute to this. Maybe it was an internal thing, maybe not, who knows, but there's still something peeking at the edge of your mind. Make another insight check.
Sure.
The shadow person that came after your sword. Not your sword, that came after the sword. They died in their pursuits. Not while you could do anything, but certainly in the pursuit of their own goals, in pursuit of whatever it is that they wanted. That conflict itself is something that will continue to come, by the nature of your quest and the nature of what you must do. And the
Yeah.
question arises of when there's something that you must do and something that someone else must do, how else is there to resolve it? When Nalius and Lady Zita confronted, it ended in bloodshed. How much more will be shed in the pursuit of the necessary goals of individuals and groups?
Right.
And eventually you rise. And you turn over as Ivy is kind of flitting over, ready to sleep, as Nalius is smoking. Literally. Not just hot, just smoking.
I would have preferred pot.
Hmm.
That's fair.
Ivy, Nalius, you both see this? Or Ivy, Kaiza, sorry.
Is Nalius awake?
Yes, Nalius has now risen and is surveying her forearms.
You okay?
I think so.
Didn't Nalius push her sleeves back to look at her forearms?
Yeah, I would assume so.
You see the scales and the intricate patterns. Kaiza and Ivy, both of you make religion checks.
Okay. Let me just
Oh.
quick find it.
Relevant to this, but I have 2 proficiencies missing,
Do you?
and I don't know how to change it.
What are you missing?
Medicine and Arcana.
What you would do, I'll do it for you, but what you would do is you would click this circle and then it would pop up and then you would click proficiency.
Okay, you're allowed to actually adjust that. Okay, never mind then.
Yeah, you can. You guys have full editing access of your character sheets. It's like a regular character sheet, just in this program.
I wasn't sure if it was gonna roll it or what it was doing.
Yeah, no, just when you hit the word or number. Yeah. Nalius, you have been questioned. Kaiza, you got a 18 on your religion check.
Mm-hmm.
You put 2 and 2 together. Tiamat with being the goddess of chromatic dragons and the coloration of the scales on Nalius's forearms and the constant use of the term vengeance throughout the fight by Lady Zita.
Mm-hmm.
These scales are a blessing of Tiamat. How you feel about that is up to you.
Not okay about it.
As you were.
Wait, did you have that before? Didn't you went to sleep? How did that happen?
She made a pact.
I had a weird dream.
You made a pact.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Those can be iffy.
What a beautiful turn of phrase. Pacts with evil gods can be iffy.
Who did you make your pact with?
Tiamat.
Oh dear. Why?
Because I must slay a great, powerful enemy.
And what does she get out of it?
I honestly don't know.
Death, destruction, chaos.
This is why pacts are iffy.
Sorry, that's me snoring, not laughing.
We don't know You have no idea what she's going to take in return. That's not good.
Sorry.
She'll take life.
Yes, well, she is Tiamat. She's iffy at best.
I need this power
Why?
because my enemy is far greater than anything else.
You guys keep going. I'm going to use the bathroom real quick.
Okay, bye. And you didn't think there was any other way?
No. Because there is no other way.
Are you going to be doing this after we restore the points in the Wilderlands?
I have 2 quests.
What's your
One-
priority?
I have a priority, but it's not something that will interfere with our quest to restore the points to a point. If encounters with my enemy's people happen, then that becomes my priority. And I fear that we will encounter these people. And I fear that they may
Die.
They will.
And you want that to happen?
And it sounds like they're not good people.
They slayed my father in cold blood.
I mean,
How? And
Go ahead.
so you're going to kill all of them?
My quarrel is not with all of them. My quarrel is with whoever blocks me from my path. I understand if this is distressing.
That's putting it lightly.
I will
Well, wait
not
a
be
second.
involving any of you in this quarrel.
but
This
okay,
is mine
hang on.
alone.
Did we come here expecting to not kill anyone? Because that's not really how the Wilderlands works. It's not a nice place, typically. And it's very unforgiving. So,
I think what Kaiza's point is that senseless killing is not worth pursuing.
but I'm not hearing senseless killing from you. I'm hearing a reaction to a terrible deed.
Yes. That
I
is
have
how I see it.
Experienced similar tragedy, and I don't feel that your quest is misplaced.
Vengeance only breeds vengeance.
Grimm.
You.
Make a concentration check.
You are woken up by agitated fairy flapping around the cab. What is it called?
I'm sleeping.
Negative.
Negative?
No.
You are attempting to sleep and you cannot. You are attempting to rest like you did before. And you cannot.
Oh, so I'm like, I've heard all of this conversation.
Yes.
I'm just gonna like slap a crate next to me and be like, can we deal with this in the morning, please?
There is no morning.
Fuck, you know what I mean. And I'll sit up.
Bags under your eyes. Many restless nights. At least 2.
I mean, I'm sleepy too, but this is a bit of an issue.
You're telling me.
What was that?
My stomach.
So, I feel like maybe we could see what happens and hope that there isn't too much conflict with your concerns, and maybe we won't have to deal with any more Tiamat interactions.
Well, I'm sure we all have our own reasons for being here besides what we agreed to.
I will not partake in vengeance.
It is okay. This fight is mine, not yours.
I think we should focus on our quest to calm the Wilderlands, TM. And maybe if things happen along the way, we can sort it out as they occur.
That was my intentions, yes.
I mean, I know I would like to collect some information on some not so nice, some iffy people around here, beings. But
Speaking of,
much secondary to calming the Wilderlands TM.
speaking of, besides Nalius, do any of you guys have groups that will want to fight you out here? Actively and personally? It's important to know.
Not that I know of.
What if I... Just give me like 2 seconds. I need to open Roll20 because it's on Roll20.
What are you looking for?
Backstory.
If I recall correctly, Kaiser, during the last battle, you seem to have attracted an enemy. There may be many more who seek your sword.
Yes, but that's not vengeance.
But
I never said it was
threat.
vengeance. It
That's what
is
I was
a threat.
asking about. If there's people hunting you, I feel like we deserve to know.
Sure, that vengeance is any different violently and horribly wise than any other type of violence that is not necessary.
I agree.
Him attacking for no reason, in my eyes, doesn't seem any better. Do you know anything about that?
I have no idea.
I mean,
I
the
don't know
sword
why
was
someone would want it.
the sword was only recently acquired. So I believe that they're correct that they do not know anything about it.
Well, if we're sharing, I happen to know that the Cult of the Black Moon is not such a nice sect of dark mages.
Well, are dark mages usually nice?
No, they murdered my parents, so I really don't like them.
That's fair.
This I don't know if I'm allowed to know this or share this, but this
Go for
dude
it.
Mecklin
Yeah, you know.
was part of this thing, and he's the one who caused all this in the first place.
Caused all of what?
This, and she gestures everywhere around.
The Wilderlands?
The
Yes,
ruins?
the tear in the Wilderlands.
Oh,
The mess that we're trying to fix.
gotcha.
So they will stop us at any cost.
Well, they've already murdered, and I'm sure they're not. My parents are not the first they've murdered, so my guess would be yes.
Mm.
Yep. But to let the Wilderlands go as is and have more people suffer because of it is wrong.
No, we should absolutely try and fix that.
I agree.
So that's a problem that becomes all of our problems.
Well,
Which
How
I
about you,
fully
Grimm?
accept to take on.
I think it's going to intersect with our quest to calm the Wilderlands. So you may need to.
I'm cutting you off.
Even if-
That's your last one.
You don't want to. It's literally there.
Yeah,
We
sure,
can't help
but
it.
I
don't
you
know
now
how else
need
to
to
say it.
find different wording.
To settle
many
down the
callouts.
ley lines here. Yes, somebody else say it.
Everybody gets one.
it's a PG-13 podcast. Everybody gets one called The Wilderlands.
So yeah, they're gonna intersect. I don't think we have a choice.
Fine, as long as
How-
you know.
What about you, Grimm, since you're the one asking? Any baggage?
Well, to my knowledge, all of my problems are pretty internal. I'm not wrong.
Oh, amazing.
Oh, that's good.
That's very interesting information. However, internal issues can cause just as many issues as external issues if you don't address them.
That's fair.
Talk to your health provider today.
True.
It seems like Kaiza may have some knowledge about calming internal things. They always seem to be meditating. Maybe talk to them at some point.
Tried that.
I give Kaiza a big wink. As big as a fairy can.
Amazing.
I don't think Grimm wants my help.
I appreciate the offer, but my problems are my own. I don't think they should bother any of you.
If we are not going to help each other with each other's problems, this is going to be a very long trip. And as a group, I sort of feel like maybe it would benefit each other if we did help solve each other's problems to some extent. Maybe
Agreed.
not fix them completely, but
I do like your point on that.
Well, I'll let you know if I think you guys can help, but I don't think it's something I need to do myself.
okie dokie, no harm in trying.
All right. Then I get up and I step out of the cart to take watch.
All right. Ivy, Nalius, Grimm, y'all settling down to sleep?
Yeah.
Apparently not,
Yes.
but I will try.
Yeah. Make another concentration check.
Wee.
An 8 works for me. Ivy and
Nice.
Nalius, you settle down to get some much needed sleep this time. No dragon dreams come to you, Nalius.
Okay,
Grimm.
cool.
You settle into a sleeping position. And with your eyes closed, you're left with nothing but the darkness and the different colored lights that appear in it. Not really lights, but the color of the darkness shifting and moving and waving. And eventually, you begin to sink into it. And your surroundings become red. As the crackling of thunder begins to fill your mind. This one should have been the quickest. Y'all good?
Yep.
Yeah.
Loaded, yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
You return to this space where you see a kind of impatient, now looking Golden Eladrin still in her armor. She was laying down and she stands up as you manifest. Well, it took you long enough. Hi.
Hi again.
Yeah. I can't leave. And that's very bothersome.
I'm sorry. I don't know if I have control over that.
I don't think you do either, which is maybe the most annoying part. Has this ever happened to you before with anyone?
No.
She kind of like kicks the surrounding cloud as she just like seems to be a bit frustrated. Oh, fuck you. There we go. Well, what's your name?
I'm Grimm. What's yours?
I'm Oriel. Nice to meet you.
Same.
Hmm.
I guess this is gonna be a normal thing.
For better or worse, I guess so. I felt you use my power earlier. That was an odd sensation.
Yeah. Not quite sure what that's all about.
Yeah. You're magic. How long have you been like this? Hmm?
I think I was born like
Well, isn't that just great? Since birth and you still don't know how to do anything.
don't have to tell me.
Yeah, well. Do you want to get better?
Yes.
Good. That'll make this go along a lot better. I've never done it before, but I don't think I really have a choice anymore. I'm gonna teach you how to be better with whatever it is you do. Because it seems like if I don't, I'm gonna be stuck here forever, and that isn't something I want to do.
Well, at the very least, if I die, I assume you wouldn't be trapped here.
I wouldn't be too certain. We'll see. What's the first thing you know about magic?
It's annoying.
Got that right. Okay. Well, this is gonna be a bit unconventional, but and she makes a slashing motion as if she had a sword, and blue lightning arcs out towards you. Make a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage. Disadvantage, that's a 9. The lightning strikes you across and you feel it tense all the muscles in your body as you just like curl into the fetal position for a brief moment. This is going to be a lot of work. And you begin your training montage.
Cool.
And soon the rest completes. You've all completed a long rest. You get back your spell slots. Your health is full. I don't think you've spent any hit dice. Everyone mark off a ration. And I will remove 5 gallons of water from the wagon.
Not a way to do it inside my backpack, is there?
How do you mean?
I don't have them separate right now.
Yeah, you should be able to adjust it. You can edit it and change it. And it'll save like that. Yeah. All right, cool. Whoever's resources restore on a long rest, you get those back as well. Yeah. And you set off once more towards the archive. Traveling along the barren wasteland around you, lightning cracking off in the distance every now and then. It begins to... What happens? 4. Okay.
Really quick question.
Yeah, what's up?
When we're marking off slots for stuff, are we doing, like, fill it with... So if I have 4 spell slots, for example...
Yeah.
Do I put 4 out of 4, or do I put 0 out of 4?
It operates on how many you've expended, so 0 out of 4.
Okay.
I don't care for it either, but I haven't... my coding knowledge isn't sufficient yet to adjust it the other way.
I just wanted it to be consistent across the whole thing, so that's all.
Totally,
Okay.
totally. And despite there being no surrounding...
Wait.
Yes?
There's a long rest button?
Yeah. And utility.
Utility.
Yep. And then rest.
Oh, that's dumb. Oh, fuck you. How dare you?
I see. Okay.
What was that?
That was me applying weather.
Oh, okay.
I deleted.
Well, I guess you get blood rain then.
Okay.
Sounds like the Wilderlands.
Yep. As you travel, a drizzle begins to pour down, but it isn't wet and cool like water. It is thick and warm as blood begins to rain down, soaking the wildebeest's hides completely. Niril is under the cart and as such is hardly affected except for the occasional big droplets that slip off of the driver's seat. And you are all relatively protected because of the current state of the survival wagon. And eventually, You arrive to I don't have the wagon in this map, but don't worry about it. It's there. It's just not immediately present. And let me know when you're here.
Yep.
Oh, fuck, I need to get Neryl in here too. God damn it. Is the blood rain lagging anyone out, by the way?
I think so. It is
No,
literally
mine's
the only thing I
working. I'm just
see, but
stuck on 11.
Okay.
Mine seems
the
fine.
last thing to load is always the map.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
Ugh.
You can start explaining stuff. I'll manage.
Yeah, you're right. You eventually roll up to it's not hugely tall, but what appears to be like a bastion, a stone fortress in the center of a lake. There's a bridge going across it to the actual building itself, and before it, near you, is a collapsed body with bloods pooling out from beneath it. What do you do?
Why is my health bar at 6?
Low.
still?
Oh, that's because of dumb shit.
I also can't open anything from this token or move it.
Give me a second.
Same.
Your bars are being stupid, and as such, I will remove them.
That's fair.
You get up here. You get ownership here. You get ownership here. And you get ownership here. Not everyone that... Nope, there we go. Okay, you should all be able to move your tokens now.
Whee.
Cool. So yeah, you see this motherfucker right here, collapsed on the ground, blood pulling up from beneath him.
You okay?
Okay, I come up to the person
Okay.
and check to see if they have any vitals.
Make a medicine check.
Boink.
Boink. This person is currently dying. They can still be saved, but it needs to happen now.
Stabilize them.
Spare the dying?
Yep.
Okay.
Spare the dying.
You cast Spare the Dying, and you find that the effect seems to pour in and almost just pour off around the body. It takes no effect.
Something's not working.
Okay, then I use my healer's kit.
Okay. With Healer's Kit, you don't need to make a medicine check to stabilize, right? You just spend a use, and you get bonus shit from being a healer. I give you healer on this. Yes, I did.
So do I click on it or?
Is my hair turning red?
It is certainly soaked. It's matted on like the top. You look like an emo scene kid right now.
Gross. I just had that thought.
Yeah. You and Kaiza
many
both. The rest of you are just it's rough.
So how thick is this? Would it like ruin my wings from being wings at the moment?
Your wings are like going hummingbird
Drooping?
fast, so I'm not worried about it.
Okay. I'm
yeah,
like,
so for
oh.
the medicine kit, it doesn't take a wisdom check.
Yeah, it just heals them 1 hit point,
Yep.
I believe. Cool. And
Stabilize a creature that has 0 hit points without needing to make a wisdom check. Yep.
all right. You see the body as you tend to the gash that is laid across his abdomen.
I'm gonna like start looking for anything that might have done that.
Make a perception check. With a 19, you see a set of footsteps that are not your own going along like here, along your path. That's none of your parties, but you can tell because they're beginning to fill with blood. However, you don't see where it continues onward as the stones are now pooled with blood from the rain.
Hmm.
Thank you. Ooh, oh, there's a lot of you. Hello.
You're going to be all right.
Right. He touches his abdomen and then begins filled with urgency suddenly. No, fuck. And will attempt to get up, kind of stumbling, and begin to make his way over.
No, come back. Stop.
No, there.
Stop. You're going to kill yourself.
So how fast can he move versus how fast can I fly?
Is going like 20 feet around.
I want to attempt to stop him by flying in front of him.
Okay, get in front of
90
him.
feet in 6 seconds.
I want
don't
to
know
be
how far
like,
that was.
I want to be a distracting thing in front of him to, guys, stop him.
I'm
I
just gonna
tackle
get
him.
here.
You're gonna tackle him? Oh my god.
Okay, make an athletics check. Also, Neryl over here just kind of like dips their
right.
finger in the
Sorry,
blood
dude.
and tastes it.
Athletics.
Mm.
I am not
Oh,
looking.
he does.
nope.
Of course, Nero does.
No,
What else would Nero
you
do?
completely go over Log Ducks Hunter and just continues footing forward. No,
I'm blocking
he's gonna
this.
kill. He's gonna kill them.
I'm blocking this.
Make an athletics check.
Oh. -1, baby.
Ooh. Ooh. This is the most
just, like,
limber, near-dead person ever, and just like completely jukes and breaks your ankles.
I try again.
Who's gonna kill who? What? Just
Can I try again?
You can, but not before we enter into a new map.
well, that was a quick.
To do.
Oh god.
Oh my.
10? Okay, you better start your explanation now.
Note to self: detain anyone I heal ever.
Tie up before you heal.
To
Including
do.
me.
You follow behind this limping drow, and you enter into a almost pristine, if not just slightly, very slightly dusty. As you enter in, on either side, you see large tapestries that seem to depict grand moments.
Is it a building with a roof? Because then you can turn the blood rain off.
Yes, I did turn the blood rain off.
Okay, it's still on for me, but maybe that's just because the game's loading.
Yes, that would probably be it. as the drow continues stumbling forward, muttering almost frantic, paranoid phrases, eerily foreboding. Anybody got an ability they want to use while we're waiting on load time so I can add additional description without spoiling
Well, I
stuff, I
wanna
suppose?
Try and stop him and like
Can't click anything on my token.
make him so he doesn't hurt
Yeah,
himself.
you're right. You're
Sorry.
right. Of course
So
you are. No,
would
you're
that be
fine.
athletics?
Yes. Yes, that would be athletics.
Bloody, bloody, bloody.
Ah.
Ooh,
Big.
11. That's better than a 1. Sorry. To do, but not good enough. You again try to tackle and you stumble into this wall as the drow does a tumble roll under again, and is simply like, no, why are you trying to stop me? If we don't hurry now, they're all gonna be dead.
Ah, thank you. An explanation. That's nice.
You're gonna be dead if you keep going the way you are.
Yeah, Christ.
I'm just gonna follow.
As you continue following,
If this guy's gonna kill himself, it's not my problem anymore.
you see bloody footsteps on the stones over here coming from this room that the drow seems to be moving towards.
How fresh?
Make a investigation check.
Nope.
With a
Nail
9,
goes and checks them.
not horribly fresh. They're a bit cracked and dried. But you're no detective, so who knows? Not fresh. It's not still wet. You know that. This wasn't like 10 minutes ago. Nirl scratches at it, and Lock here has just stopped. As you guys can see that, right? That makes sense. As many bloody, slain bodies lie in the room, the drow slumps against a wall, eyes open, just shell-shocked.
These are very pretty drow, by the way.
Thank you.
See.
Absolutely.
I would like to kiss them.
Mood.
Fucking
Can we maybe wait
necrophiliacs.
till-
Not if they were alive. Thank you. Fuck you.
Can we wait till he's not almost dead?
Apparently not.
Poor kiddo.
Oh, I failed. Fuck! And just slams his fist into the wall.
I give him a pat on the back.
He takes 1 point of damage and dies again.
No!
Make an
I
unarmed
was thinking
strike.
The exact same thing.
No, his wound is on his
Sorry, yeah.
stomach!
I didn't say that. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. There's another drow. They had red glasses and a staff. They just walked forward. I couldn't even do anything. They just cast something and I was down. Oh. God damn it.
You know what they wanted?
A bit more info would be helpful.
I mean, it's not like we exchanged remarks or anything. I saw them 1 second and then I was unconscious the next.
Mm-hmm.
But who are you? And who are these bodies?
You see, he seems to like hold back a gag reflex. I'm Locke, and that was Raelynn, Elitson, and Ronigan. We were archivists here. Yes, I should give each of these the big death. One moment.
I want to check each body
Oh wait, they were
systematically.
dead. I see.
Briefly alive for 1 second before resuming corpses.
The bodies all briefly give like a shock as if they were hit with a fucking what are they called? EMTs? No. That's
EKG.
what are
What are you
the things that you rub together and like clear?
EKG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Electrocardiogram. You're talking about the ones that you the ones that hang on the walls, right?
Yeah. It doesn't matter. These bodies are
shocking.
bloody. There's a lot of blood. Wow, these bodies have a lot of blood. Ivy, go ahead and make 3 medicine checks for 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Can I see if anything's missing from this room? Like an obvious dusty spot or something?
Sure, make a perception check. Okay, we will address Ivy's medicine checks first. With a 14 on the first body, you see a similar slash as was on Locke, but it's like from shoulder to hip as if someone drew a sword across it, but you can feel the magic on the fringes of the wound. As you investigate this one instead just has a large blast mark in the center of their chest that actually goes through, leaving like a savage hole. This one much more powerful. Make an Arcana check with that as your leaping off point. 21, very nice. You recognize the spell as... 1 second, I need to look at things. You recognize the spell as... yes, Lightning Bolt.
Ugh. I'm passing information over my shoulder to people as I examine.
Totally. And with the last one, with a 13, you see much similar as with Durrell, just a slash across the body as if with a sword, but clearly magical. Grimm, as you investigate around, checking stuff out, all of that jazz, with your perception check of 21, you see very clearly that nothing is missing. Only the bodies were killed. Even investigating the bodies with a light pat down, it doesn't seem like they were rifled through. Just killed and left.
You mentioned something about Arc. What were you doing here?
We're archivists. We maintain the histories through the ages, and we were here doing just that, writing books of the events of the world and maintaining it as a log in the event that it's needed, essentially. It's a practice that's gone on for centuries, millennia.
Part of the archive?
Yes, we are the archive.
Just the 4 of you.
There are grand archivists, but they aren't on this level. The more you learn about history, the deeper in you go, and the higher ranking you have, essentially. We were initiates. We hadn't even gotten past the modern era.
Okay. Well, not to be rude, but where would we find those who may need to be protected from whoever did this?
Further down, but to do that, you need to be able to open the door and ask the right question. And to do that, you need to research. You need
Wouldn't
to
the
learn.
guy who's attacking also need to know that?
Yes, which is why this doesn't make any sense.
Mm.
Do you know the question answers?
Would I still be here if I did? Sorry, I don't mean to be snarky.
It's granted in this circumstance. Seriously, though, we need to make sure that they didn't get anywhere below. Where's the entrance? How do you get below? If that's the literal sense of below.
Yes, I'll show you. And slower this time, like the adrenaline kind of dying off. Drow. Oh, excuse me. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Hi, Nero.
Hi.
Stay away from Nero.
You want to come with us?
Of course.
Cool. Did you end up writing down that dagger that you got previously, Grimm?
I didn't write down that or the other one because I don't have stats for them yet, and I assume they're just going to go right in my...
But you have... Okay.
Yeah, I have them in my memory.
So you know you have them.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have many swords right now.
Yeah. You're like a walking arsenal.
That's fine.
Great.
It kind of goes with the look.
The first thing you see as you're walking down here is that there are more portraits here. And over here, you see a shrine surrounded by greenery and bushes, despite there being no sunlight here. There are mushrooms growing near the front. And here, ignore the green, this is meant to be filled with water, is a pool. And on top of it is the skull of a ram. Kaiza, you recognize this as, though a rather archaic and small sect form, this is a shrine to Paylor. Specifically, it's a shrine to Paylor, Vecna, and Melora. Melora was one of the two goddesses that Paylor, in like the history of the Dawn War and the mythology, was like in a relationship with, essentially.
Gotcha.
The tag-in with Vecna never really made sense to you, as Vecna is the evil god of secrets and wizards and liches and all that. Melora makes more sense, though, as it's the opposite side of nature from agriculture and the wilderness.
Gotcha.
So yes, it's all of those. Grimm, you're over here.
I'm just peeking in the doorway.
All right, you peek in the doorway and you hear a coming from over here.
I'm sorry, coming from where?
Scroll down from over here.
Okay. I hear a clown noise.
Yes.
You hear honking.
I will move a bit further in cautiously.
Oh, where are you? The door is... Okay. You move in and you see strapped to a table is a skeleton in a clown outfit with a red nose.
Gorgeous. Love them.
All right.
I'm just muttering to myself, should I even ask?
Hello? Oh, wait, hang on. Sorry. One second. I need to adjust something. Sorry. Hello? Is anyone there?
Love.
I'm just gonna walk away.
Oh, goodbye. Whoever it was, stranger, I will miss you as our ships pass in the night.
So, not gonna lie, if this echoes out into the hallway, I'm
Yeah, sure.
fairly sure Nero would actually want to check this out.
You're right.
Grimm's just like has his head in his hands.
Stuff happens over here that I'm not going to RP by myself with unless you guys listen in. But so you guys are at the door, and you see here is a door that appears to be made of sandstone for whatever reason, and gold, and etched into it is a sentence. A pact formed between the gods to limit their influence upon the world. A notion led by Pelor and sealed by Vecna. And Locke will say, the way to get down is to ask the right question, and it serves as the answer to that question, essentially. I have done much research into the gods and their effects, but the trick with it kind of is that it's something that you would learn on the next layer, and so you need to come to the question based on the effects that you gather in the history here.
Is that a bloody footprint on the floor?
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
Is that as obvious as it is in the map?
Yes.
So it's pretty obvious that whoever was attacking got through.
Yep.
Okay, but why did the footprints fade and then show up right there?
Everyone make an investigation check to connect those dots. All right, Grimm. Now you are a detective. When someone stands in a place for long enough, the blood will gather just by manner of gravity, whereas if they were moving quickly, there would be less of an impression.
So it seems like they had trouble with the answer.
Not necessarily, but they would have stood in this location longer than, like, it's not like they just did it and went through.
Blood drops than a foot.
Yeah, well, I don't have those, Jewel. I mean, I do, but like, it's a footprint, okay?
Okay.
So
Sorry.
how do we answer this question? I don't know anything about those things that were mentioned in it.
Time, patience. As you hear clown sound echo
More
from
honking.
yeah.
Oh God.
Is there another way to open the door? Can I tell?
No, it appears to be magical in nature. There is no lock, there is no handle. It seems like it would maybe move into the ceiling or something, potentially, but there isn't an obvious mechanism or anything, and you don't see the hinges.
We actually want to druidcraft everything around here and make it feel nice and flowery and...
Okay. Make a wisdom check.
Like for five minutes? I don't know. How long would that take?
I don't know. Make a wisdom check. 11.
11.
You grow and foster and bloom the different plants and otherwise here. You pretty it up. Yeah. Hang on. Sorry. One moment, please. I need to check something. Where would that be? Oh, that's where it is. If you guys want to talk out of character, I mean, by all means, go ahead. This is going to take a second.
Okay.
I want to light weave while Ivy is doing the druid craft.
Okay. As with Seeds of Light, or are you doing something else? This is something I meant to say at the beginning, by the way. Your skill trees and their abilities are not exclusive. You can experiment with the concept of it to try and gain new abilities, basically. As a note.
I'm not quite sure how to interpret that. It like
Me either.
cantrips?
No,
What do you mean
so
abilities?
like Ivy, you have the Archivist skill tree, of which I don't think you've ever actually used the ability this
No, not
campaign.
yet.
Right.
Yeah.
You can lean into the concept of it and try to do other things that aren't specifically listed. So, for example, like Grimm has wild magic as a skill tree, and if he attempts to manipulate magic in a certain way, he could potentially like create and unlock a new wild magic ability.
So, like, if I went to the door and I used my archivist thing,
Mm-hmm.
I could, in theory, understand something about it?
Yeah. You can see the history of it. Yeah.
Okay, well, after I do this, I want to do that.
All right. Cool. Kaiza, you are light weaving.
Yes.
What does it look like, and what is the effect that you are going for?
Well, last time I light weaved, I made a handkerchief.
Yes.
So now I want to make a new shirt for myself that was, as mine was torn in the last battle.
I see. Okay. Something of that scale will take probably like an hour if you wanted to take the time with that. You can use it to mend the slice in your shirt, and basically the way that that would operate with your upgraded weaver's skill is that attacks from behind you would have a +1 to AC for until you did it for the whole garment, and then you would have it, period.
Okay. Well, that sounds good.
Okay.
I can come back after we figure out the puzzles.
Yes. Ivy, with an 11, you do this and you feel the shrine itself almost seems to smile back at you. The trees and the plants all letting off a feeling of appreciation. Increase your wisdom by 1.
Oh, shit.
Grimm, what are you doing?
I'm just looking,
Pondering the volumes.
seeing if anything looks interesting to me.
Okay. Make an investigation check. Or actually, yeah, sure, that works. 16. You find 16. Yes. You find a book that says Pirden's Change of Guardianship. That seems briefly interesting. You pull it out and you flip through it, and it seems to detail a country in Sudan, which is on like it's effectively a separate continent. It's on the opposite side of the Wilderlands. So if you went west, took a ship, and went to the next landmass, you would arrive in Pirden.
Right, would I ever have been in a port in that area?
No.
No? Okay.
No. Your sailing would primarily just be in like the triangle between Shadowview on the northwest of Calabira, Fort Navali, and like in the region of Holly in the Wilderlands.
Okay.
And as you read through this, you learn a little bit. You learn that Pirden is a land with different gods they don't worship the Dawn War pantheon. They worship a different sect of. They almost seem to be like uplifted heroes in your perspective, and it would seem, based on the text and the writings and the assumed accuracy of the contents of this establishment, that the defender, Salif, was challenged by someone known as Adonis Iasifa in 240, which would be 10 years ago. Adonis won, and she claimed the paladin's seat among the Pelican, which is the name of the Pyrdan pantheon, and she bears the title of the Storm. And I will copy paste all of that into chat.
Cool. But yeah, I'm just poking around, ignoring the weird skeleton.
Oh yes, you are hang on. Yes, you're a curious creature, aren't you? Yes, and you as well. What led you to be chained to this table? Well, you see, I can't die, and I'd really like to. Oh? Why is that? Well, you see, life is pain, and I'm from Noctis, and I once had myself run over by a fucking wheelbarrow, and for some reason, I'm still alive because of the damned cursed magics of those isles. Interesting. So you have no guts? No, I don't have anything. I'm a skeleton. Curious. Curious. Where the fuck did you go? Oh, there you are. More perusing. All right. We will go up here again. Ivy, you doing your thing?
Yeah, so I shared the archivist thing, and then we're going to use the charge.
All right. So you are using time sight. So
yeah.
Go ahead and make a history check. 7. Fortunately, the check determines how far back you go. So you do I have some cool shit for this? Hang on. Also, I should get some new music. A lot of things going on at once. Sorry, one sec. Let's do. None of these are good for this. Oh well, we'll just loop what we had going. Okay. You peer at the door, and Nalius, you see Ivy seems to do a hand gesture over her face, and her eyes begin to glow blue. Ivy, you begin peering into the past. You see yourself and all of your friends move in like videotape reverse, and eventually you come to a figure with red glasses standing here. Let me do this real quick. One moment, please. You see this figure. Oh, you don't see that. Hang on. You see. Oh. Why isn't the token loading? What the fuck? You guys see a question mark right now, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
The fuck?
It's the question mark figure.
Indeed. Is it loading?
I don't know.
Because even I have it, and this shouldn't be happening to me because
Mine shows the name. Oh, there. I see a picture.
Oh, there we
we
go.
go.
It is loading. What the fuck? That's
Very
weird.
cool.
You see this figure approaches and stands right here. And they say? Reading the inscription and standing for a moment. How was the astral gate created? And they simply step through and are gone.
Goodness.
And you return from your vision. Oh, roll a d20.
D20.
Yes. Okay, you're good. They did not
Did I
see
cast a
you.
spell?
No, it wasn't for wild magic. It was for
Oh,
being
okay.
seen.
I was like, right. Yes. True.
Locke turns to you and says, "What did you do just now?"
I have this thing where I can see the past. Also, my brain has completely forgot what you said. Other than astral gate.
How is the astral gate created?
The guy who killed your friends, they stood here and said, "How was the astral gate created?" And then disappeared into the door.
Do you try to step through?
I reach out a hand.
Your hand goes through.
It apparently works.
How the astral gate was created.
Okay, then let's go through.
Oh.
We need to catch up to them because they were definitely here.
Yes, of course. You all enter in.
And Nero, I call out. Nero!
I have a friend. What? He's
a skeleton.
what?
Put it
He's
back.
fun. What?
Put it back where you found it.
Greetings.
So help.
I mean, I'm sure we can find Nero. What did he say? Why are you bringing him? What's going on?
My name is Pagliacci. It is a pleasure to meet you. They're just
Gross,
fun. They
fine.
can't die. I
It's
mean,
possible.
seems fine, right?
Not gonna go with pleasure, but I feel like I have an entourage right now.
Yes,
Like your
agreed.
voice?
I
Question
love
mark?
this tiny fairy is just collecting horrifying creatures.
A tiny sparkly fairy, yes.
You must
can we
be
just-
Ivy. It is a pleasure to meet you. Kind of like pulls off the party hat like he's fucking pulling off a top hat as a kind gesture.
Is this
Yes.
before or after we enter the room on the other side?
You are beginning to go down the stairs and stop as Ivy begins to have this conversation.
Going through the door, like just
You're
Okay.
holding the elevator.
okay. I'm holding my forehead at this point, like, okay, whatever. Just let's go. We'll deal with this later.
Yes, my life for the cause.
That works.
As you all go
Sure, you
downward.
you can be our bone shield. I did not say that out loud.
And you all. Oh, I need to. Sorry, 1 second.
Gotta load a map.
Not quite that. I need to get the 3 NPCs here. There we go. You go down the stairs and you feel where previously it was like a little bit almost musty just from the outside air just wafting in iron and blood smell. You begin to go down to like warm cool, where the stones themselves are cool but the air is not. You come to here, where you can't see any of your fucking tokens.
Or the map.
Yes, 1 second.
No, this one has 34.
Ooh, that was fast.
Yeah.
Oh, shush. Okay, I'm good now.
I can see an outline.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I need to do it individually. That's annoying. One day I will fucking make this work properly. That's good. There we go. Okay. You should all be able to see and whatever.
Nope.
I don't.
I'm
have
able to see my token.
Oh,
Don't
yes,
know
I
if
can.
I'm supposed to.
I have token.
Yes.
I just still see walls.
And then it's a yellow brick layout.
Is so okay.
That's where we're gonna stop for today, because I need to get this layer ready.
Got it.
Although I feel like maybe skeleton would be slightly farther removed. Is there space here at all? Not to be a picky person, but
What do you mean?
I'm not sure anybody would want to be standing close to it, except for, I guess, myself, since I'm with Neural.
Neryl and Locke are
Yeah,
cool
Grimm
with
would
it.
not be.
We'll set up the orientation like this. How about that?
There
Sort of
we go.
like, yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
That I disliked
Oh,
the
I
clown.
would be further forward.
It's like
I find his voice entertaining.
So yeah, something
find
sort of
him
like this
unsettling.
going on.
the tiny fairy is your buffer to this skeleton. I
Yeah.
feel like this isn't gonna go well, but
We maybe could
Well.
have gathered resources above, but I suppose we're here now. So,
Well,
well,
time wasted is people killed.
I don't feel comfortable taking
True.
from the archivists.
it's fine. I was more talking about like gathering resources and using them to maintain the archive still. Like, it's fine. I'm the remaining authority, I suppose, until we find an grand archivist, great archivist.
Are we in a hurry to save people?
I mean, yes. But
Well,
also,
how about
if
you
we
go back and preserve stuff and take some time to heal up?
Go collect us some stuff and then meet us back down here while we do some recon.
I do know the answer now. Question, I suppose. Yes, okay.
I will go with you.
Yes, that's fine. Thank you, Pagliacci.
Anytime.
Why?
Oh, love Pagliacci.
Well, at least with Pagliacci, they won't be in as much danger. Ish.
Eh.
Are you sure?
Okay.
I mean, they've devoted their life to Ivy, I guess. So,
Or Neural.
Neural has his own.
We have a minion of a minion now.
Christ, you're gonna just have a chain of minions of minions.
Pretty much.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes, a chain. Yes.
You know what?
Right.
Keep it together, Neural.
What?
I cast Fireball centered on myself.
Roll a d100.
Oh,
I don't have Fireball. It's a joke.
I know, but you might get it on a fucking wild magic surge. Nope. Something else completely unrelated happens. Your resources all go up. Grimm, do you increase your wild magic or echoes?
I'll do echoes.
Okay. And now your skill tree resources are a larger amount than your vow spells. There were even this session, and now they are greater.
So it's the archivist one that goes up?
Yes, because you haven't unlocked any additional skill trees yet.
Yeah, that's all it was.
All right. Questions, concerns, answers from God?
Beepus.
New. Next session?
I'm good.
Yeah, next session, how do we stand on next Sunday? I know this week was weird, but just you're done with stuff now, yeah? This will be your last time?
Yeah.
Cool. So then
If we do next Sunday, it would have to be after 4:30.
Yes. Well, our standard time from now on will be
Or 4 o'clock. Whatever.
Yeah. It'll be 5 p.m. CST, so 6 for Faye.
Sounds good.
Got it.
Yes.
Sounds good.
And ideally, that'll be our default.
And the length of time? Sorry, not to be picky, but I'm just...
Within 4 hours.
3 hours?
3 or 4 hours, just to make sure that you guys get to sleep. We won't go beyond 4 ever.
Good.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I have something, it's not volleyball, but I'm going to be, for like July 4th and 11th, I'm going to be not home.
Right.
And I don't know if you're coming with me to the cabin, but that's something to figure out.
Yes, that will be on a Sunday. You have your laptop.
July 4th is on a Sunday?
It is. July 4th, not June 4th.
Yeah. Merca.
Yeah.
You're looking at July 4th because of... Oh, America. Sorry.
No,
Yeah, I get it.
that's like the
Merca.
tangential reason, but it's mainly just because of group plans, basically.
Oh,
Yeah,
no, sorry,
July
not the 11th, the 18th.
1st is Canada Day. That's why.
Hmm.
We're actually 3 days ahead of you guys.
Ooh.
What do you do? Do you do fireworks?
I do not personally, but it's the same concept. Yes.
Gotcha. So fireworks and patriotism.
Slightly less focused on patriotism, but overall, yes.
Okay. Cool.
I'm
I would like
not
ours
gonna-
to be less focused on patriotism because it's awful.
Yeah, I don't really want to go into the political aspects of that on here.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Goodbye, stream.